Hi guys, it's Molly with the Dreamraven Metaphysics. Thank you so much for being here with me today, you guys. I have a reading for the collective that wants to get out with quite a bit of urgency. Like I had a number of things that I had to do before I could sit down and do this reading. And as soon as those got done, Spirit was like, all right, let's go. Let's get this reading out there. The general theme of this reading, the first message that I'm getting coming through is don't take it personally. All right. So this is probably going to resonate with anybody who's going through a situation that's not going their way. Like it's not ideal. Things are not like happening in the way in which you want to see them happen. And you're taking it personally. You're taking that fact almost as some sort of judgment upon yourself, right? Which is something that is a pretty familiar carryover from mainstream morality, you might say. You guys, before I get too much deeper, because like I said, Spirit is here and they're ready to go. I want to say hello. Sorry, I was MIA for a little bit. I did some traveling and my life has just kind of been an elaborate obstacle course for the last several weeks. And so I was just kind of getting through those. Thank you for being here. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can find all the information down below. Dreamraven.net is currently under construction, but as soon as I have that up and functioning, I'm going to drop that in the comments down below. Until then, you guys can continue to reach me through soulschoolspiritual.com. All right. I went ahead and I drew some cards before I started recording today, and I said my prayer, but I do feel nudged to go ahead and say it again so you guys can join me if you do so, please. Thank you, divine spirits of love and light, archangels, ancestors, allies, and guides for coming into this space and guiding this message for the collective today. All right. I don't remember where I left off in my stream of consciousness, but here's where I'm wanting to pick up. There's something going on in our life. The way that things are not, the way things are happening, they're not happening. Okay. It's not the way that you want them to be. And I think I was starting to talk about the fact that that's a pretty common mentality in our society, okay, is that if this comes through not only in the morality of, Christianity, but also in a lot of the rhetoric around like law of attraction, law of vibration. Oh, if things are not going the way that you want them to, obviously you're vibrating wrong. Like you're just not, your frequency isn't high enough, right? Something that's just the narrative that's floating around out there that's very easy for us to latch onto and begin to act out and to participate in. This idea that if things out here are not going the way that we want them to, it's because there's something wrong with us. All right. That's what I mean when I say that somebody out there in the collective is taking something personally. So Spirit wants to come in and just kind of like inform the situation a little bit more so that we can release any of that feeling of unworthiness, of not doing the right thing, of not being good enough. It's just a need to shift the perspective in why things aren't working out as you might have hoped for them to be. Okay. The two cards that I got here from the Rose Oracle are Open and the Sun. All right. Say yes, expand to the extremes, trust life. All right. So that's the first one that's coming through. I feel, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I feel that whatever it is that's not working out in your favor right now is for a reason. It only seems right now from your current perspective that it is not in your favor. I really think that what Spirit's doing for you right now is clearing out of your path, right? Remember I said my life has been like this elaborate obstacle course, right? Why would Spirit do that to me? I could easily sit down and think to myself, well, gosh darn it, obviously I'm doing something wrong because I keep meeting these obstacles. The fact of the matter is these obstacles are gifts to me. They're situations that have been presented to me so that I can act I can make choices. I can clear the obstacles out of my path. And in doing so, be reminded of my own powers, of my own abilities, of my own wisdom, right? Okay. So why is this situation not working out for you? Because Spirit says there's something better. We're actually trying to open. They're showing me, what are these? Oh, okay. What's going on in this picture is somebody's doing like this, but these arms are looking to me like wings. Okay, almost as if, and this is interesting because I saw a similar image come through in a personal reading that I did recently. It's almost as if what they're showing me in my mind's eye is that these being two wings that are closed over somebody, and the wings are like opening up. Okay. If it feels like you're being forced out of a situation, Spirit is saying, no, that's the runway being cleared so that you can fly to something else. All right. That's really beautiful. But if it feels like something is not going your way, Spirit's trying to open another path to you. Okay, so this is just a matter of perspective. And that actually shows up in a couple other cards that I have right here. I'll get to them in a second because imagine if you're walking around with your wings over your eyes like this, you're not seeing things as they truly are. And that is what this Sun card represents to me. Joy, enjoyment, life force, success, vitality, play. And this keeps happening with these cards. They're interacting with each other visually in my mind's eye, meaning that whatever this is that your attention is being turned to, when the blindfold is lifted, so to speak, because we have an 8 of Swords reverse in the future. So we're going to talk about this blindfold, okay? There's something about your current situation that you can't see right now. That's it. You can't see how this is to your advantage, all right? But once these wings are separated and the eyes are lifted, this object here that's coming into focus is the sun. It is the truth. It is the truth of your happiness. Okay. We do that a lot, you guys. I'm going to say I know that I have done this a lot in my path. Put so much like energy and focus and like desire to manifest into something that I think is for me, right? But it's because of the limited perception that I have of myself. Right? A lot of times somebody shows us something and says, hey, if you get this done, you're going to be happy. Make this achievement, make this accomplishment, collect these possessions and these status symbols, or get into this type of job or this type of relationship, and then you'll be happy. And Spirit is kind of trying to clear that out of your way because it's not really the thing that will make you happy. Okay, so if you feel like you're taking something personally right now, understand Spirit is not against you. Spirit is on your side. They're trying to clear away the thing that you think equates to your happiness so that you can finally set your eyes on the true happiness. Okay, this is a happiness that comes from within, not something that is anywhere out here, right? But we were raised in this society that's constantly telling us the things that are meant to make us happy. We go chasing after them just because that's what it makes sense to do, right? Right. Okay, so this is a situation. Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. So this situation is best described. This is the Crow Tarot. I haven't used it in a long time, but there's a reason why it came out today. I'm going to start with this first card that has appeared to me, the Three of Pentacles in reverse. In this card, you see an illustration of what the Three of Pentacles is all about. People coming together to work on a common goal, right? And so here is maybe you and somebody else in your life. I feel like you are seeing yourself as this crow who only has one berry, right? Like the idea is, okay, this could be a work environment, it could be a partnership, it could be a friendship, but this is a situation in which you thought that everybody had a common goal. And that common goal might even be your best interests. You thought that everybody held the common goal of your best interest being in mind. That's one particular scenario that could be playing out right now, because you're starting to look around and being like, whoa, 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 whoa. No, like I'm in this. The way they want me to express it is, let's say that you're a member of a team. You're fully committed to that team, and you might even sacrifice your own highest good in order to contribute to the team, the job, the relationship, the household. And all of a sudden you're like, I'm looking out for the highest good of the team. And I just realized that everybody else is only looking out for their own highest good. Don't take that personally. That's not a reflection of you. That's only a reflection of the fact that their energy is not matching yours, right? Whatever it is that's like, how do I say this? It feels like something that has been built that is falling apart now. Okay? Or something that you once had that is falling away. And you're taking it personally. And Spirit's like, no, 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 no. It cannot go where you are headed. All right? When you are able to lift your eyes and see this light, it's going to make sense to you. It's going to make sense to you. All right? Don't take it personally at all. But I do feel like there's this sense of like somebody ended up with twice as much as what you have. That's your perception right now. Okay? For some of you, this is just something that you're trying to build and the pieces are not coming together. And you're like, universe, what the actual F? Like, I have good intentions. Like, I'm trying to do my best. Like, I'm working hard, taking inspired actions. But for some reason, like the pieces are not coming together to allow you to build the thing that you want to build. All right. So you're coming up as this King of Cups. Okay. So this might be the situation that you perceive yourself to be in right now, that you're this was reversed. That like you see yourself as being in an undesirable position. All right. What this is saying is, you know what? Take a step back, honey. Get back on your throne. Get back on your throne. Okay? It's almost like step out of the daily life in which things are not manifesting as you hope they would, and step into yourself. Okay? Step onto your own throne within your consciousness. Okay? Seat yourself upon that throne is what I'm hearing. I like how he's got like a little necktie. I don't know. Doesn't it look like he's wearing a little necktie? Like he's a little business crow now. All right. This is the King of Cups. And King of Cups is a masculine energy. But it is a masculine. This particular card represents somebody who's very, very, very highly intuitive. Somebody who is very connected to their own energy body, to their own consciousness. Okay. I don't know how else to explain it. Okay. So it's almost like a high priestess type energy. Okay. But we associate intuition with being a very feminine, aka receptive energy. This is about being able to step into that realm and make decisions. Okay. So in other words, this shift of perspective is going to require just a little effort on your part, okay, to set the intention to find the new perspective. All right. But it also is somebody who's showing up as like somebody who is in command of their own energy, right? Many of you guys are empaths, meaning that you receive a lot of other people's energies. Okay. And you have to bring in some, the fact that this is a king is saying we need to bring in some emperor energy. Emperor energy is about boundaries, is about dominion, is about being in control, being sovereign, being the sovereign authority of that realm. All right. Okay. You guys following me? That's who this King of Cups is. That's who you are, and that's who you're capable of being. Spirit is saying, take a step back out of the mundane, the thing that's playing out in your daily life, and step onto your throne of consciousness. All right? And what they're trying to illustrate in this image is, you see, this is what you have control over. It's just your cup, okay? Your cup is your energy. It could be your emotions. It could be your psyche, your consciousness, all right? Your cup, there's an as above, so below going on here, okay? Look at the cup in front of you and understand that the motion of the water in that cup is mirroring the motion of this ocean behind him. So in other words, it's about realizing that you are a vessel of energy that is going to reflect your external environment, okay? As long as you're solely acting from receptive mode. So if you're an empath and you're in a toxic relationship or a toxic environment, your cup is going to, your inner state is going to mirror that energy, all right? When we become the King of Cups, that means that we're able to say, no, I am in control of my inner state. I don't care what's going on with this ocean back here. I can focus on my own cup and bring it to peace, okay? Like the phrase tempest in a teacup should kind of be taken literally when we look at this image, because that's what this is saying. This cup represents your inner state. You have the ability to be the master of your inner state. But the problem is, right now, you're holding that cup real close to something very unstable. And as long as you're in that environment, it's going to create some instability within your cup. All right? Within your emotions, within your consciousness, within your energy field. So if there are things that are not working out, the first message that's coming through is you get to decide what that means to you. Things not going the way you want them to is a neutral event that you have the ability to assign meaning to. So you get to make a choice. Am I going to assign this particular situation to the narrative of, well, obviously there's something wrong with me? Or am I going to give it the narrative of, it's just not meant to be? Right? This, whatever it is that I'm trying to manifest. I don't know why I'm talking in first person like I'm you. That's the way that spirit talks through me, okay? Whatever this is that I'm trying to manifest, I can just decide it's not for me, okay? I think the more that you look at the situation, the more you'll be like, oh, okay. Whatever energy is in the situation, you don't want that to be the energy that's flowing through you. You want to be the master of your own cup, okay? Boom. Boom. Blindfold off. Really, I hope. Drop a comment below if that has been your experience. This Page of Swords is simply, what do you do once you have this information? Okay? This information being the message from Spirit, don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. Learn to see it in a different way. Okay? Turn yourself, now that you've stepped into your consciousness, right? Meditate on it. Set an intention to find clarity in dream state before you go to sleep. You know, there's different ways that you can sit yourself back on that throne. Seat yourself within your own consciousness and understand the mastery that you have in that realm. Okay? Now that you've got that, you can fly back into this world that you and I are hanging out in, the world in which this situation is not manifesting the way that you want to, and the blindfold has come off. This is the Eight of Swords, right? Which is a situation in which you can see that he is blindfolded, okay? And penned in by all of these swords. But these swords are your thoughts. These swords are what you choose to make of it, of the situation that you're in, okay? So once the blindfold comes off, there's really an ability to look at the situation from another perspective, okay? Whatever you do, don't take it personally. So many people, when they come to me about energy blockages or, emotional alchemy that's needed, like, oh, I have all these feelings about something and I don't want to feel this way about it anymore. A lot of times it's not because you're doing something wrong. There's just something in your energy field, something in your perspective that needs a little shift. That's all it is. Okay. But there's so many people kind of living out, they're adopting and internalizing and living out this narrative of, well, if things aren't going my way, then I must be doing something wrong. I must need to take it personally. Okay. This is the self-care cards. Nature. Let the beauty of nature feed your soul. Take a walk. Okay, there's another good way to get back into the here and now, get back into your consciousness. Okay, this also is very much, to me, it's a similar card to this King of Cups, in which it is asking you to take on a masculine energy within a feminine realm. And I'm not talking about like male or female. I'm talking about like inward and outward expression. Okay. So the feminine realm is the realm of intuition. You've got water, you've got sun, right? But this is a masculine figure. And these colors that are coming through, and this sun right here is representing to me the solar plexus. Okay. I feel like go be in nature. Meditate on this because it wants to come to you. Basically, the idea is, where did it go? Okay. I think that especially if you are a very, very empathic person, sometimes there's this habit or this tendency to surrender one's own personal will to the will of others, or even the will of the collective, because you're so empathic, you're like tuned into that. All right. But what this is saying is like, no, you get to take all that you observe, all that you intuit, and you get to choose what to do with that information. You get to choose how to interpret it, what story you're going to tell yourself about who you are in the world, and how you show up in the world. Okay, a lot of those things are very much tied to the solar plexus. So it is about reclaiming your own will, your own power from anything that you have very innocently and benevolently given it away to. All right, you guys, whatever you do, don't take it personally. If you start to take it personally, we've got another self-care card coming up about what you can do. Thank you guys so much for being here. Definitely like the video if in fact you did like it. If you are liking it now. There's also tenderness. You have a lot of, this is triggering some inner child stuff. So make sure, like, listen if you feel like your inner child wants to say something right now, and just love them through it. Just be like, hey, baby doll, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. That's where a lot of, a lot of the narratives that we pick up, why do bad things happen to good people, etc., come from our childhood. So imagine there's this child version of you that has accepted that belief. And then there's the grown-up version of you that's still acting it out. Okay? So get the two of them together, have a big group hug. I literally imagine my inner child just calling up on my lap, and I just hold her and tell her it's going to be okay. All right? Priorities. Get your priorities straight. When you know what's important, saying no gets much easier. Saying no is about boundaries, right? Yeah. Whatever this means to you, whatever this space represents where you're seated on your throne. Okay, look how they're both seated and they have this vessel in front of them. Okay, these candles represent an illumination of where is your energy going? And is that in alignment with your true will? Or is it maybe that you're trying to manifest something that's not in alignment with your own happiness? Okay. And then taking it personally when it doesn't work out. All right. I love you guys so much. Hit me up if you guys are interested in a reading or if you just want to say hello. If the reading resonated, definitely, leave me a comment down below. I always love to read them. Take care, you guys, and I'll see you again real soon.